We are live. Hello, everyone. We're going to wait for a minute or two. We're about a minute early so everybody can jump on and get ready for a great patchwork party tonight. It's July and it's hot out, so you might as well stay in the air conditioning and watch Patchwork Party and get some ideas and things to do with your scraps and all kinds of new tips and tricks and things to do. And we're going to help you get your summer going by. Lots of things to do. I hope you had a great 4th of July. We did. It was a good 4th of July for the parade, not so good for the fireworks. That didn't work out so well. But hello, Ann. I've got your stuff sitting in the back all ready for Mr. Ann Fabish to come and pick up this week. He comes and visits us once or twice a week sometimes. Hey, Roseanne, how are you? You know, you have to come and do some sewing with us. It's been a long time since you've come and embroidered with us, and we miss you. The girls were asking after you the other day, and so I hope you can come down and sew with us on one of our sewing days. Hey, Paula Gallo, good to see you. Sharon Tetro, we're going to do, I can't even say them all because we've got all kinds of stuff happening with everybody. Good to see y'all. Thanks for joining us tonight. It's July. I am Karen, and we are at Sew and Save, and this is Patchwork Party Live for July 11th, 2022. Can you believe July already? Summer's just flying by, flying. Hi, Wendy. Good to see ya. Mary, yay. Lots of people. We're so happy that you can join us. Remember that the things that we show tonight are in the Patchwork Party section. Hi, Rosemary. Are on the Patchwork Party section of our website. And PP20 gets you 20% off the things that I show you tonight. There might be a couple exceptions. I'll tell you what those are as we go along. Please make sure that you share, comment, join, follow, all of those good things tonight. And when you do that, your name will go in to win a gift card at the end of the night. So please participate by sharing and joining and following and commenting. And we really appreciate that. And I really appreciate you coming in and watching us because I know you got a lot of things to do. I know that there's not much on to watch on television because we've been flipping around and there's really not much to watch. I don't know. Joe's like, oh yeah, there is. There's science. If you love science fiction, there's lots of stuff to watch. One can never watch too much science fiction. Space Force. Ugh. 56 people. Well, welcome. Welcome. Like I said, I'm Karen. This is Sew and Save, and we are here for Facebook. Patchwork Party Live tonight. So, welcome. Where should we begin? I think we can begin. Got lots of people on, lots of stuff to show you. Don't know where to start. Let's start. We'll just start right here. We got in more of the design boards. They have been flying off the shelves, and so as soon as we get them in, they go out. But I have a nice little stock. I have the 18-inch. And remember, these are really great. I should just open this one up. I know. I love that sound. I love the sound of a new design board coming out. So the design board fits really nice on this I didn't put on Patchwork Party, but on the little book holder. I love that little book holder. It sits on my sewing table the whole time I'm sewing, and I can just lay my blocks on my design board and it sticks. I can take it over to the ironing board, give it a press, bring it back to my sewing machine, set it down. All my little pieces are all lined up where I need them to be. And I can sew them right from the design board. And they just stick right on there. So this is an 18-inch. I also have, this is the 10-inch and the fun little 7-inch. And I didn't think I would, but I do use all of these sizes. Like if you're doing a 6.5-inch block, I layer all of my pieces on here, take it right over to my sewing machine and just pick up my pieces and sew. Because you know what happens if you cut something over here and you have it all lined up and then you pick it up and you go over to your sewing machine and somehow it just gets mixed up. So by laying it down on my little design board and taking them all in a nice little stack over to my sewing machine, picking them up and sewing, sometimes I still get it wrong, but most of the time I get it right. And that puts me in my happy place. So we have 18-inch, 10-inch, and 7-inch, and we're waiting for the 14-inch to come in. So that's back ordered. Still have some back ordering things. I'm going to take a little drink. All of a sudden, little fabric dust in my throat. So those are great things to add to your stash. New from It's So Emma is the Great Granny Squared. Excuse me. Sorry, girls. It's a new book. Great way to use up your scraps. This is using some of the Lori Hope fabric and some of the It's So Emma. But it's a great scrap buster book. Lots of great quilts and ideas. And the instructions are fabulous. So I cannot wait to start kind of collecting some of my scraps and doing, and I'm holding this book upside down. I should hold it so you can see it better. But, yeah, oh yeah, so I can see it. It's so great. But lots of great projects, fun things to do with your scraps. So I am looking forward to getting some little squares cut and starting to do some little scrappy quilts and little pillows and table toppers. So really fun way to use up your scraps. Great little book. That is in the Patchwork Party section of our website. PP20 gets you 20% off tonight.
So you know there's 84 people on.
Hi, everybody. Thank you for joining us tonight. Yeah, it's too hot to go outside anyways. I thought there was a cold front coming. Not here yet. We have been working on our Frosty Goes to Town. Yes, there's a question.
And Norton wants to know if the Creative Grids rulers came in from the last Patchwork Party.
Many of them have. There might be a couple that are back ordered. We will check on your order, and I know that right as we speak, Sherry's checking on the one that you might need, and she'll get back to you and let you know where it is. But yeah, most of them have come in. So we are working on our Frosty Goes to Town kits, and so this was the first month. This was month number 1. Frosty Goes to Town. I think, yeah, this is in the Patchwork Party section of your website. There's no further discount because we discounted the kit when you buy all 12 months. You can pay for it monthly, or you can get all 12 months. And when you get all 12 months, you get a little bit better deal. So it's already discounted. So this is month number 2. So if you're kind of working along with us, or you're just working as you go, this is month number 2. Really super cute. All of the pieces for the appliques come already pre-cut. So all you have to do is take them out, lay them down, iron them on, and you're good to go. So no tracing, no cutting, none of that stuff. So super easy, already pre-laser cut for you. So it makes this go really fast and fun. So Frosty Goes to Town. He's coming along. He's coming along. We have some classes that are going to be coming up. Well, the first class that is going to be coming up is our Sizzling Summer Series. And this month at the 13th, which is Wednesday, we will be working on the Celebrate Runner. So this is this week's project. So if you're doing it, if you're coming to the store and doing it in the store, it's Wednesday from 1 to 4. Or you can get a kit and do it on your own, and there will be a video coming out Friday or Saturday to show you how to do this project. Fast, easy, fun. You'll get it done in an afternoon. Yes, you will. This is all strip pieced in the center, and this is all one piece that you're going to cut, and because it's kind of like a border stripe, and then you use the center as part of these pieces in here. So this is Celebrate. And this is the one that we're going to be doing on Wednesday the 13th. So there are still kits available, a few, but there are kits really super cute. This is the Freedom Road fabric from Kansas Trouble. Okay, then we have This is just a little kit that I was working on over the weekend. I didn't get it. I was going to quilt it myself, but then I decided I don't have time. So I'm going to step back a little bit. So it is called Sparklers. Cute little, I'm going to use it as a little table topper. I have a little square table, so it's going to be super cute on here on my little table. You could use it as a wall hanging, kind of toss it over a couch or a chair. Really cute. This is done with a charm pack and some yardage. Also done with the Freedom Road by Kansas Trouble. Love this fabric. Love it. You can get closer if you like. Yeah, really cute. Really cute. I was going to quilt it myself, but I just don't have time. So on a project like this, if I was going to quilt this myself, I'm going to kind of lay it here. I was kind of getting ready to do it. I would start in the center, and I would kind of do a stitch in the ditch around these squares, and then come through and stitch in the ditch over here. And then what's going to happen coming in here, if you look at the pattern, if you can see the pattern, there's little lines going down into the center that makes it look like they're little sparklers. So once it gets quilted, I'll come back and put those lines in. Okay, so I was going to kind of just do that, and then just stitch in the ditch in the piano key corners and border, and then go out, but I just don't have time. So I'm going to send it to the quilter. I've already got it appliqued around here, around the stars.
We have people asking what size that is, and please repeat the question.
The size of this is 33 by 33, if I'm not, 33 inches square. So a great size for just a table or a little wall hanging. Really cute. 33 by 33 is the size on this. Yeah, so cute, cute, cute. I have just a little table. I'll throw it on, and the cats just love to sit on the table and look out the door. And so they love it when I put a tablecloth or something, or a quilt on the table. So that'll be really fun. So it's called Sparklers, and it should be on the website on the for PP20. So you'd definitely want that. Thank you. Well, we appreciate your sharing. If you share, if you comment, if you follow us tonight, your name will go in to get a gift card for our drawing tonight. Also for the Freedom Road, we also have jelly rolls. So the jelly rolls are really cool. You can take a closer look at the jelly roll. Oop! Throwing the little nomies on the floor. So Freedom Road jelly rolls, as well as charm packs and yardage of all these. I don't think the fabrics themselves, and probably the jelly rolls and the charm packs, are not in there for Freedom Road, but we can pop those. We can pop those on there for you tonight, because you probably want some backing, or if you're going to use a jelly roll or a charm pack, you might want some go-withs. So we'll get those going for you. So the whole line will be on there, as well as the charm packs and the jelly rolls. PP20 will get you 20% off through the end of the week. This is a cute little project for you gals who love your little nomies. Here's a little summer Nomi table runner, and it is called, I have to look, it is called Lazy Daisy Nomi Runner. Really cute. Some applique mostly just have square triangles, so it doesn't take long to put together. And then just a little bit of applique. Really cute. We're also doing a little Nomi fall table runner, so we're working on that. Speaking, so cute. Speaking of fall, segue, we are going to be having our holiday preview party, and that is going to be August 3rd, which is a Wednesday, here at the store from 3:30 to 5:30. So there'll be treats and snacks and a special sale. All the Christmas, Halloween, and fall fabrics will be out. Not all of them. All of the ones that we get by August 3rd will be out. I'm sure there will be more coming in. They're coming in slowly. Whatever we get, we get. And we've got some fabulous projects going. Table runners, all kinds of different projects. Table runners, table toppers, quilts, all kinds of things. So lots of fun projects. I know you're not ready to think about the holidays yet, but you want to get a start, because there's some really great things coming along. Yeah, we had set it up for, I think it was the 28th maybe, but it's a change, so it is August 3rd. which is a different date than we had originally had. So we had to do a little switching around of dates. And that'll give us a little bit more time to get more fabrics in. So it'll be a special sale. So in store from 3:30 to 5:30. And then at 6 o'clock, we're going to do a Facebook Live. And we'll show you all the projects. We'll give you a special sale. I'll do a little demonstration, couple little demonstrations, and show you some of the new projects. Joe is very excited. I cannot tell you how. He's been talking about it all weekend. He is just so excited. I can't even tell you. Okay. Excellent. Okay, let me show you some new fabrics. I'm going to take away these now that we've chatted about these, and we'll move on. And we've chatted about this. New fabrics. Up here, and I'm going to stay away because I noticed that I throw shadow on this. Don't want to throw any shade on our new fabric. Do we want to turn it a little bit so we get a little bit more light going? These are fabulous. I'm not sure I did a very good job. But these down here are called coriander seeds. So if you love coriander, and even if you don't, these are fabulous white tone-on-tone.
What are we talking about?
These white guys right here. So you might, I kind of set them out so you could kind of come closer and get a really, really good look at them. Great, beautiful backgrounds. Just beautiful. I don't think those got put on. I don't think this fabric or that fabric got put on. Hate to say this. And this was called Sparkle and Fade. So we're looking at the whites going all the way across here. So there's 10 total. And we have multiple bolts of each. They just go with everything, and they're just really, really super pretty. So great backgrounds for any quilt. Have multiple bolts of these so that we have plenty in stock, because a good white on white for a background sometimes is really hard to find. So this is by Coriander, and they're called coriander seeds, and the girls are putting it on the Patchwork Party section of the website as we speak.
A lot of people are saying they like those.
I know, they're fabulous, aren't they? They came in, they were coming in, and I realized that I had ordered them all on 10-yard bolts, and I went, oh, that's not going to work. And so I ordered them all over again on 15-yard bolts twice. So we have another 2 more bolts of 15 yards each.
Technically, that
Here.
means you have a lot.
We have a bunch. So we ordered a bunch, yes. So they're reprinting them, and they gave me what they had in stock, and we got 6 of them, you know, 6 more of them, and so we're waiting for 4 more, but we will have them, and they're fabulous, because it takes probably about 3 yards to do a background these days. Yes.
Somebody would like to know what the one with the words says.
Okay, well, I don't know. Let's see.
Repeat the question.
The ones with this one that has words on it says, can you see it?
Yeah, we can see.
I got it. It says, I can't see it. Thrilled. I see the word
Pleasant.
chipper,
Just a lot of different words.
chipper, jolly,
We
just
got- we
happy
got 'em.
words, bliss.
We got them. They can see them.
Yeah, so it's got giggle. That's got good words on it. Exhilarating, lucky. So cool. Yeah, really nice word. Little happy words. Happy words.
Does it actually say happy words?
No, I said happy words. I think they're all happy words. They are delightful. All kinds of happy words. Yeah, so great backgrounds for anything. Over here, I'm going to pull Joe over here to Nantucket. This Nantucket line has been flying off the shelves. Unfortunately, I can't give you 20% off of it because it's been flying off the shelves. And so, although the jelly rolls and the charm packs, yeah, this here and down here. The jelly rolls and charm packs we have. So these are beautiful. This is the #1 selling line from Moda of all time. This is their best-selling line ever. Ever, ever, ever. Are they reprinting it? No, why would they do that? Yes. So So the next line that's coming out is called Dwell. And just like a Kansas Trouble or I can't think of something else. The next line called Dwell, which will not be here until November, will coordinate beautifully with this. So the colors and the tones and everything will be very similar. Prints will be different, but these will go together with the new Dwell when it comes out. So I have ordered more of that in anticipation. It does have 108. So it has, so the Dwell when it comes out has 108s for backings. So we have those on order as well, because those are going to be fabulous. Those are going to be awesome.
Is that project from this? Or
that project is from this. So this project that I was working on has the coriander seeds background, and then it has the Nantucket fabrics. So one of the it's not quite done yet, but one of the reasons that I wanted to show it tonight is that when I was looking at, after I made it, I was looking at it to quilt it. And this is one of those projects, and I can see a few threads hanging, that I decided that I would use the invisible thread on. So I stitched in the ditch in all of this with the invisible thread, because I thought if I use a navy blue thread and I go a little kitty wampus, you're going to get navy blue thread in the light blue. If I use light blue and I go a little kitty wampus, you're going to see white thread or light blue thread in the navy blue, and I didn't want that. So I used the invisible thread on this to do all my stitch in the ditch. And then what I really want to do is use the invisible thread to stipple all of this area in here.
that'll be cool.
But I ran out of time because I want to see how it works. I want to see how it works. Does it work? How does it work when you're using an invisible thread and you're doing free motion stippling? So I want to experiment with it, but I ran out of time. I need more hours in the day. I don't know about you guys, but I just need more hours in the day. I just can't get it all
A
done.
lot of people are saying they really like it, and it's beautiful.
It is. So we have kits of this. It's called Nantucket Seasonal Summer Runner. I can't say that. And it is on the website, in the Patchwork Party section of the website. So it's really pretty. It's going to have this one right here as the binding. And I think what I'm going to do is do a wider binding on it. So I'm going to show you how to do a wide binding next month. So next month we're going to finish this project because I ain't get her done. And so we'll talk about how it worked when I stippled with the invisible thread, and we're going to put it a little bit wider because instead of just having a narrow blue, I want it a little bit wider to give it a little bit more oomph. So stay tuned for next month. We're going to be doing that next month. These little guys are our Nantucket Pouches. This one has the really super cute little charm on it. This is part of our Sizzling Summer Series, and they're the Nantucket Pouches. So you can sign up to just make this project, or you can sign up for the other projects in the series as well. This one's not till August. And we have lots of these.
Backing on that one?
Their backing will come with the project.
And what does
Stay.
that look like?
They might be different backings, because a lot of times because if I make 30 of these, I'll use up all this fabric. So you probably will get a variety from the line for your backing.
Gotcha.
So they might not all be exactly the same, but there'll be something from in here. So that we don't use up all one bolt, and then then when you come in for some, you can't have any because it's all on the backs. So that's that. Yeah. So the backing will be included along with the pattern in your kit. Yes.
Invisible thread is like line, right?
I'm sorry. What?
Invisible thread. Line. Who makes invisible thread?
Oh, that's the ULI one. We have that. Yeah, you could throw that on there. I didn't throw that on there, but we're throwing that one on there for you too. PP20 will get you 20% off the invisible thread.
Can you
The invisible thread. Yes, so the invisible thread is the ULI brand. We have a couple brands. There's another brand over on this side of the store that a couple of the girls have tried in their machines, and it didn't seem to work as well. The ULI one works in my Janome, works in some of the girls' Elnas that they've brought to class because they were using them. So it's tested. So I use it in the top. I don't put it in, I don't wind it on my bobbin. So I use just either a bottom line or one of the Deco Bob pre-filled bobbins. My days of winding bobbins are over. I use the pre-wound bobbins. So I use a pre-wound bobbin or bottom line in the bobbin, not the invisible thread, and then the invisible thread through the top. And it has been working great. I've done it quite a few times now.
Awesome.
Yeah, so I'll try it stippling, and we'll see how it works. So hopefully there won't be a lot of bad words being said when I do it. So, yeah, so it seems to work great. So
We sell the runner patterns separately.
yes, we can get the runner pattern separately. I don't think it's on the website separately. I think we put them all in kits, but I can get some more. Absolutely. Not a problem. So we'll throw that on there. It should say maybe seasonal. It'll say seasonal runner is the name of the pattern. Just the pattern is seasonal runner. So they're popping that online for you.
Cool. Next.
Okay, next you want to just turn around, and we can turn the light around, and we can show our newest class, which I just set up.
Where am I going?
You're gonna show the Bargello quilt. You know which one the Bargello is? Yes. How'd you know that?
Because you were pointing at it.
Okay. I've been pointing. Yeah, Joe knows what a Bargello is. So this is called Trip Around the Caribbean. Isn't it beautiful? The colors and the fabrics are just really, really pretty. So we're going to be doing a Bargello class. We haven't done one in a long time. The size of this quilt is 69 by 90, so it's a great size. The fabrics are fabulous. The project was simple and easy to do, lots of fun. The purples are great, the teals, everything is great. You want to know when the class is? Okay, I'll tell you. The Bargello class is August 25th from 10 to 4. And I think they're putting a link in so you could click on it and sign up. So you want to make sure you sign up ahead of time. There's kits available for it. And before the class, I'll send you some instructions on cutting so that you can get things cut out before class. So make sure that if you're interested in doing this class, the Bargello class on August 25th from 10 to 4, you can join us. We would love to have you. So we're trying to get some more classes going for fall. Once summer's over and kids are back and grandkids are back in school and weather's getting cooler, we're going to be doing more. So that's the Bargello class, August 25th, 10 to 4. Then we can kind of move over to this little group. And this is called Sparkle and Fade. So it's a beautiful line of grays, silvers. You want to go this way? Okay. Oh, like right here, because look at now you can catch it's a metallic, but without being so metallic-y metallic, it's beautiful. You can see how the gray is kind of in the background, and then the silver comes forward, and then so it's got a lot of texture because of the way that it's printed. So they start with the black, then they print the gray on, and then they add the silver on top. So you get a lot of texture and it's just very, very pretty. So I'll show you this one, and then I'm going to have Joe show you the quilt that we did with it, because it's really pretty and really fun. Okay? And so the quilt, unfortunately, is way over here. The quilt is over here. And it is called Twister Quilt. Really pretty. Fun project to do. Really easy kind of strip piecing to get it all to go together. A little bit of that maroon just makes everything pop, but the colors are just fabulous, and it just has a lot of depth and dimension because of the way that it's printed and the coloration. So it's called Twister Quilt, and that is on the Patchwork Party section of your website. Really, really pretty. It's really cool. I mean, when you start looking at the fabrics, they're just really, really neat.
They're something.
Yeah,
It's got a lot of depth.
it really does because of the way it's printed and the black with the gray and then the silver on top just really brings that out.
But this is that line?
This is the line. So that should be in there as well.
The red is not called that, but I put it out there.
Yeah, it's on there too. Yeah. I'm going to pop this back up and slide this back in, and Joe can get a picture of all of them going over.
What is the size of the twister quilt?
Twister quilt is 61 by 77. That's the size of the twister quilt made out of the grays and the blacks and the silvers. It's very cool. It's just really cool. Really very pretty. So that's that fabric. Then I'm going to kind of, since you're right over here, this is we're kind of jumping around a little bit, but this is the watermelon placemats. This is part of our Sizzling Summer series. So this one is going to be on July 28th with the online video for this class. That's a Thursday, and then Friday or Saturday we'll have the video out for this. This is a lot of fun. It's a quilt as you go, so it goes together super fast. And then with the little watermelon seeds, it just makes it really, really cute. Love these. So this is going to be July 28th. All right. Let's go straight over to this next line of fabric. And this next line of fabric is, I don't really know, it's called Readerville. It is so cute. I'm going to kind of move these out of the way so Joe can get pictures of all of them. This is a great line. It's got, if you love to read, even if you don't, it's got books.
Oh, that is cool.
It's very cool. So there's books.
Got
And
little books in there.
yeah, there's little books all over, like a bookshelf. And this comes with the red. It also comes in red, this one, and probably a white, and a white on the other side. I'm going to grab another one. Another one. Then there's one with like little bookmobiles, funny little bookmobiles, and little free libraries. So with this, I'm thinking book bags. I'm thinking teacher gifts, backpacks. Those little book pillows where they store the little book in the pillow. We'll be doing some of these projects, little pencil things for, the little pencil zipper bags and stuff for kids. Little things for teachers. Really cool. So this comes in several colors. This is kind of has a pinky one, and then there's a green one and a blue one, and then another white one, and then there's little eyeglasses, so you could make a little eyeglass case. Little eyeglass cases. This comes with the white and that kind of peachy pink and a white. Really cool. Book covers would be great. iPad covers. Here's just books. And the books are in a couple different things. That peachy pink and this blue. I know, you can almost read what they wrote. That's too funny. And teacher gifts. These I think are really cool. Like the library, like the little library cards. Really cute.
Oh, yeah, that's neat.
It's really, really fun fabric. So great things. And we'll be making up some projects out of this, but iPad covers and all kinds of things. The sky's the limit. Oops, really cute. Did you almost trip? Joe almost tripped. And then this is another one with just
Turn it sideways.
sideways, sorry. Well, the words go up and down the other way. That's why I turned it. It says once upon a time. All kinds. Sleep is good. Books are better. Open a book. Just one more page. So all kinds of really, really fun things. So I don't know if you want to go through and just so they can kind of catch those. So just a great line of books, great line of fabric for your favorite book person. Really, really cute. So lots of fun ideas. Sky's the limit. So cute.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Detailed little pictures.
Yeah. Yeah, and you could just make a little quilt to cuddle up in while you're reading a book, where the kids are reading a book. Little quilt for the kids. Some of the girls were looking for a light that they could take and bring to classes and retreats. So we found this really great little light, and a couple of the ladies picked them up, and they really, really liked them. So I thought I would share them with you. So it's called Uberlight Flex. And it says that Uberlight illuminates up to 60,000 hours of light. That's longer than it takes 800 Apollo missions to fly to the moon. I know, Joe's excited. Now he wants this light. Okay. And it bends. I mean, it bends like from way down here, and then it bends straight back up again. I mean, so you can bend it and shape it any way you want. Wow. And I found that this, I can kind of bend this and put it into my sewing machine bag so that I'm not like trying to carry this to a class, because this is pretty heavy. This is really weighted on the bottom, so it's not going to tip over. I mean, I'm like beating it up. So it turns on up here. Where'd it go? It turns on up here. There's an on or off, and then there's different lights. I'm not sure if you're picking that up.
Yep, we can see that.
So there's different colors of light, and low, medium, and high. So really nice, because it's really hard a lot of times for people to see in class, especially with some of the smaller sewing machines. They don't have the nice lights that our big machines have. And a lot of times when you go to a retreat, the lighting isn't that good. So these lights are really nice. It's just a great light to have and bring with you. The ladies have really liked it. So if you're looking for a light for your sewing machine to take to classes, or just at home because your lighting's not that great, this is a great little light to pick up.
So what's the name of the light?
It is called, you'll love it, Uberlight Flex. Uberlight Flex. Right over your Readerville fabric, and you're good to go. Ta-da! Awesome. Okay. Then moving backwards, we can show you the Posh projects that we have going on. Those are still doing really well. We're getting there. We've been working on getting the projects done, and I think our latest one, I think we had Mr. and Mrs. Santa last month, but the newest one is the snowman. So the snowman is our newest one. It's called Posh Frosty. So I think last month we were waiting for the patterns to come in so that we could get that going, and he finally came. So Posh Frosty. Frosty is made out of flannel, so he's really nice and cuddly and nice and warm, and just really cute. So that's our newest addition to the Posh family of projects. So once you do one, I think you'll be hooked, because they're a lot of fun to make. We're going to make a couple smaller projects, so if these are a little bit too big for wherever. We're going to do some table runners. I have a Christmas table runner using the ruler, and it's a little bit simpler, less time consuming, and just a fun project. So stay tuned for those in future Patchwork Party classes. So that's that. Joe's going to trip over a rug or a cord. So if all of a sudden we go dark, that meant Joe went down. But we'll pick him up, brush him off. We'll just, yeah. And you hear a big thump and a lot of crying. That's Joe. Okay, we have a fun strip floral quilt, really super cute, made out of these nice pastel. We've had a bunch of these little pastel-y little florals. They are from, it's out of my brain, but it'll come to me in a minute. The name of the quilt is One Strip Floral Quilt. So it takes one strip to make each, I think it takes about a half a strip to make each eye. I call them an eye. Letter I. So just really fun, fast, strippy quilt to make. Could be a cute baby quilt because it's a little bit small, but a great quilt just to throw on the couch or on the chair, add a border, and it'll be really, really a great size. So that is called one strip floral quilt, and it is 54 by 61. So it's not huge. This guy over here, he is called Patio Lanterns Quilt. We made this quilt quite a few years ago using flannels. And we thought that we would use some of our shadow blush fabrics to highlight some of those and not make it out of flannel, but just make it out of something that you could kind of have out all year round. And actually the flannel version of this that we have at home is the one that we fight over all the time, because that's your favorite one. And that's my favorite one too. So we always fight over that one. But it's really fun. And the binding, if you see, the binding is made out of scraps. So it's a scrappy binding. I always kind of like that when you kind of do something a little bit different with your binding by using some of the fabrics that you have left over. The size on this quilt is 62 by 69. So it's a really nice size.
What's it called again?
It is called Patio Lanterns Quilt. In the Patchwork Party section of our website for PP20, gets you 20% off the kit. Really nice quilt, fun project to make. It's kind of like a puzzle when you're doing it. Okie dokie. Our ruler of the month this month is, finally, the Bowl Cozy template set. Have you made these bowl cozies? I know some people have made a lot of them. Some people have made a few. Some people not so many. I think you've probably seen these. I've been kind of showing them, and then they were out of stock. Couldn't get them. So finally we got them. And I was making them over the weekend, and it makes making these bowl cozies so fast and easy and finally fun that I'm ready to make a whole bunch. So this is the one that I kind of made this weekend. I made it kind of out of this fun barbecue fabric. It's really cute. And then we used a black polka dot in the center. And we like to put a binding on ours because it just jazzes it up a little bit, and I think it makes it look a little bit nicer. And we'll talk about that in a little bit in a second too. But let me show you how these bowl cozy templates work. So, of course, this is a creative grid ruler. So you have the little QR code that you can scan in, and it will go to a video on how to use the template. Instructions are on the back of the little cardboard that this comes with, so don't throw this out. If you do happen to lose this cardboard, when you go to the QR code, it will take you to a page and you can print out an instruction sheet. So you're never without instructions. On your ruler, so the template has two pieces. It will make a small bowl cozy and a large bowl cozy. This is the large one, and it makes this size. Alrighty? And the small one makes the little bowl cozy. All right, so you will want to use, when you're making cozies, you will want to use 100% cotton fabric. You will not want to use that metallic fabric. I know we have some beautiful holiday metallics that would make beautiful bowl cozies, but do not use those. If you put them in the microwave, your microwave will explode. Now, if you've been wanting a new microwave for a long time and your husband keeps saying no, then I would highly suggest using a metallic fabric. And then don't use a cotton batting. Use a polyester batting. Yeah. And then walk away, and then you'll get part of it. Then you'll probably get a new kitchen too.
Might get a new house.
Might get a new house. But just make sure that your insurance is paid first. Okay? But so the two things you really don't want to do is use metallic fabric and use polyester batting. You want to use 100% cotton batting, which we have. We have it by the yard, so you can purchase it by the yard. I think you've all purchased this and used it for a lot of different things. So that goes through the microwave just fine and dandy. Okay, so you've picked out your fabrics. I've got this really cute little one. And so what I'm thinking is when you go, even in the summer, this is kind of a barbecue kind of thing. You always think of kind of using your bowl cozies in the microwave. But when you bring maybe a cold salad or a fruit salad to a party, a lot of times it kind of sweats. Even when you put it in the house, it kind of sweats. So you could put it in a little bowl cozy like this, take your bowl home at the end of the night, and leave the hostess with a little bowl cozy as a hostess gift. You will be invited to every party on the block, whether you want to be or not. You'll have new friends everywhere. So you could put, like, I'm thinking you could put fruit in this one. Ice cream in this one. But then in the smaller one, put like that fruit dip. And then you could give her a set when you're done. Just saying. Just saying, you could be very popular. You know you want to be. Okay. So to do the bowl cozies, you're going to take your bowl cozy templates. And when you look at the templates, I think you can see it. You can see the frosted edge and the dots. Those are your non-skid parts of your ruler. So they have those non-skid sections right up against the edge where you're going to be pushing with your cutter to go around. And the same with the small one. You can see the dots going all the way around, and then the frosted sections are the non-skid sections. So very important. All of the Creative Grid rulers have these. So to start with, maybe to start with or not to start with, two things you're going to cut. For each bowl cozy, you're going to cut an outside and a lining and two pieces of your batting. So one piece of batting is going to go with the outside of your bowl cozy, and the other one will go with the lining of your bowl cozy. And I have two different size fabrics here. So to make the large size bowl cozy, you're going to take, it says a 16-inch square. Well, I want to use a square ruler because it's just easy. And I didn't have a 16-inch square, but I did have a 15.5-inch square. So I could just lay that down on my fabric, cut around it, and there was plenty of room with a 15.5-inch to cut out my bowl cozy, even though it says use a 16.5-inch square. So you're going to take your fabric, I give it a little spritz of Best press it up nice, then I cut out my 15.5 or 16-inch square, and then you're going to fold it in fourths. You're going to fold it in half once, and then in half again. Okay, you can do that, right? Super simple. Okay, lay it down, and then you're going to take your bowl cozy template, and on this little edge, it says folded edge and folded edge. Okay, you're going to line these two edges up with the edges that are folded. This edge is folded, this edge is folded, these are not. These are your raw edges. So just like, remember when we used to make clothing and they said place on fold? Remember that? I know you're all like, oh, you're going to do that. So you're just going to place those folded edges right on your fold. You will not cut, do not cut on the folded edge. Okay, you're going to cut on the other edges. So take a sharp, put a sharp blade in. Make sure you have a good blade. The first time I did this, I put not only my outside, but I folded my lining. So I cut through 8 pieces, and it was too much. So just cut through 1. Okay, so cut through your lining and then cut through your outside piece, or vice versa. So line this up with your folded edge on the fold. Then I just take it and I cut right along the edge. You're going to do a dart. Remember darts? Remember what a big thing darts were when you were in home ec class? Everybody had to make darts. Oh, I hated it.
Karen, Roman says we should also be using cotton thread.
Yes, you could use cotton thread as well. Yes. And I was going to say that earlier, and then I got sidetracked and I forgot. So the 45 size blade works better for getting around this curve than your big 60 degree. So use your 45 degree or 45 millimeter cutter to cut this. So it's just a little bit easier to cut it. So you're just going to cut this all the way around. Okay? You will open it up and look at, you're ready to go. Ta-da! Okay, now you need to cut your batting. And this piece is cut for a small batting, for a small cozy. So we're going to cut the small cozy. I found this pretty difficult to cut, I have to say. So you're going to also fold your batting in half and then in half again. You're going to take your bowl cozy template, and the small one works the same as the large. You have, it says folded edge and folded edge. You're going to lay that right along the folded edges. And my problem was I thought that the 45 millimeter was like too small to get all the way through all of the layers. So I was kind of chopping at it. But then I also found that going around with the 60 degree was easier, but it doesn't go around your curve very well. So it wasn't putting me in my happy place. So I kind of chopped around it a little bit. And if this is a new blade, I just put it in. So you have to kind of work at it. But you don't have to do that, because this is the large bowl cozy. This matches up with the pre-cut pieces of batting that we sell. So we have these in large and in small. And check this out. This, I'll have to lay it down. I don't know if you can see it. So when you lay it down, it matches up perfectly with these. I had a really hard time cutting that batting, I just got to say. But this, they made it to match perfectly with the pre-cut batting. I know. So in a package, you get 8 of these. So you can make 4 large bowl cozies. And in this package of the small, you get 8 as well. And you can make 8 small bowl cozies with those pre-cut battings. So this makes it so super simple to cut out the fabric, match it up with your batting, and you're good to go. I love it. So once you do that, once you get your batting and your fabric all cut and ready to go, what you need to do is quilt your bowl cozy. The way to do that is, what they tell you to do is just do an X. So they have you fold it in half and kind of put a little tick mark here and here. And I should have put, and I can do it on the smaller one better. Put a tick mark here and here. And then with my Frixion pen, I draw a line. Okay. Then they have you flip it and do the same thing and do an X. But I like to kind of put a little grid on it. So if you look at this one, I don't know if Joe can get it good enough picture, a goodly picture. You can see I kind of put a grid on it. I think it looks a little bit nicer. It kind of holds everything in place a little bit better, and it just jazzes it up a little bit. So what I do is I take, and you can kind of see it with this, I fold it in half, put a little tick mark, draw my Frixion line, and then on the small ones I go 1.5 inches and draw another line going all the way over, and then 1.5 inches going this way. On the large, I do 2 inches. So then I stitch on those lines. So you can kind of see how I stitched right on those lines. It takes me no time at all. So I stitched on the lines that I drew. I give it a little press, and then I'll come back and I'll do it going the other direction. And I'll fold it in half again. Put a little tick mark so I know where the middle is to find my center. Take my little ruler, draw a fixed Frixion line. And then I come over at 1.5 inches, and, oops, right on the line, 1.5 inches. I'm at right here. I'm just going to go like this. Right here and here. And then draw my lines going here and here. So 1.5 inches over, all the way over, all the way over. Do my lines of stitching, and I have a little grid. And it just makes it look a lot nicer. It gives it more quilting, keeps everything a little bit more stable. At that point, you're going to, I lost my little one. Here he is. At that point, you're going to take it and you're going to sew your little darts. I just put my foot at 1/4 inch from that little edge and stitch. Stitch from here till your needle runs off of the fabric. I make sure that I backstitch at the beginning and the end of those. And then before I press it, I trim down my batting a little bit right down close to that seam so that it's not so thick when I'm pressing it and lining it up with the front. So at that point, I'll press those going the other direction and layer the two of them together. What they have you do is put them right sides together and then stitch all the way around and leave a hole for turning. Turn it, get it all nicely pressed, and then top stitch around the top. I like to put a little binding on it. First of all, it's easier than trying to turn and press this curve and trim down all of that because you've got 2 pieces of batting and 2 pieces of fabric to get that curve really nice, and then try to stitch over the top of that is not fun. It's easier to do a little binding, and it makes it look a lot nicer. So we just cut a little binding, a little 2 1/4 inch binding, and go all the way around it. And you've got a cute, cute bowl cozy. But the bowl cozy cutting template set, it's the bomb. That matched up with this. Holy moly, everybody gets one at Christmas. That's all I can say. Aunt Marion's getting some. All the cousins are getting some. Because you can make a whole bunch of these in no time flat. And it's a great way to use up your scraps. So a fat quarter is enough to cut a front or a lining. Because you need a 16-inch square, remember, for the big one, and 11-inch square for the small one. Okay? You need 2. Yeah. One from a half a yard, you can get more. So from a half a yard of fabric, I can get 1 big one and 2 small ones, or 3 small ones, or 2 big ones. So from a half a yard, you can get, and I'm talking about like one side. Okay?
Very cool.
Very cool. Very fun. I know a lot of people have made them. Some people put it off because they thought it was like too much cutting. And now you can just whip these out. They're going to be fabulous. What else do I have to show you tonight? I showed you that. Showed you that. Showed you that. Showed you that. Have I forgotten anything?
The OESD event.
Oh, the rest of the events. Okay, so I do have a cheat sheet for events. Okay, here we go. Okay, so let's go through some of the events. So we have a mystery. Well, this is in no particular order. Okay, because I have notes written all over. Okay, so we talked about the open house, August 3rd. Don't forget that. 3:30 to 5:30 in store, and 6 o'clock live. Then August 15th, we're going to have a mystery jelly roll class. What? So what you need to do is bring a jelly roll, and I think it's 3 yards. I think it's 3 yards. It might be 3 1/4, but it says on the website. It says in the class description, 3 yards of background, and you're going to make a jelly roll quilt. What does it look like? You're not going to know until you get to class. It's a mystery. So we're going to be doing that from 10 to 4. I believe it's a Monday, August 15th. We're going to have a great day, a lot of fun. Sign up ahead of time, and then I send you the cutting instructions so you can come to class all cut and ready to go. So that's going to be a lot of fun. It's a great way to use up one of your jelly rolls. Who's got a jelly roll at home that they bought and they haven't used? Yeah, I know. So get a jelly roll, get some coriander background, coriander seed backgrounds. We've got plenty in stock for you. And there's also instructions on borders, inner border, outer border backing, how much you need for all of that good stuff. And we're going to have a great day. So the Bargello class is going to be August 25th from 10 to 4. And that was that class. Then we talked about that earlier. Lots of fun. Then on August 30th, which is a Wednesday, or September 1st, from 10 to 4, we will have an OESD event, which is an machine embroidery event. So they will be coming here, and they're going to have a fabulous trunk show with lots of great ideas, all kinds of information on stabilizers. You can ask lots of questions. There's going to be giveaways. You get a goodie bag, all kinds of fun things, and lunch and everything. So that is it's one day or the other, Wednesday, September 30th, or August 31st or September 1st. That's what happens when I keep it in my brain and I don't write it down. August 31st or September 1st from 10 to 4. Great event, lots of fun. Come and join us. And then, don't forget that we have a few spots left on one. We have 2 buses going to Madison for the quilt show, and that is going to be September 9th. So you can either ride the bus, which is a lot of fun. A lot of great ladies are riding the buses, or we also have just the tickets to sell. So we have 1-day, 2-day, or 3-day tickets, so you can purchase those here. And I think you could probably do it online. Should be able to do it online. Yeah, I don't see why not. Yeah, so those are online for you to purchase as well. So, but I hope you ride the bus with us because it's a lot of fun. So that's that. And then, long awaited, are you ready? Get out your pens, get out your calendars, mark your calendars, get ready. We are going to do the Jelly Roll Rug class. Yes, I know, everybody's been asking. Okay, September 15th, I think it's a Wednesday. I think they're Wednesdays. Yes, that down there that Joe's stepping on. That's the Jelly Roll Rug. I'm going to do another one. I'm trying to decide. I can't decide whether I'm going to do, I might do the Freedom Road, which is the red, white, and blue. I was going to do, I think, the coriander. Not the coriander, but the Nantucket would make a beautiful rug. But I think that's what I'm doing my mystery quilt out of. But I could have a matching rug. I could have a rug that would match my quilt. I don't know. I have to think about that. But then, we also have this really great white, just plain white and blue. Although I don't have a lot of white and blue in the house. But white and blue would just make a really fun rug. So I don't know. I'm trying to figure that out. But September 15th and September 22nd. So it's a 2-time class from 1 until 4, Jelly Roll rugs. So the first class you'll be sewing your strips together, talking about sewing your strips together and making them into the little strips that we're going to make into a rug. And then you'll go home and finish doing that. And then on the 22nd, we will make them into rugs. So I hope you can join us for that because it's going to be lots and lots of fun. Everybody's been waiting for a Jelly Roll rug class. So it's time. Yay. Anything? They do make a really nice rug. I know, it's really nice. Somebody with dirty feet walked on it, though. Must have been you. Okay. It's okay. It's a rug. It's okay. So I think that's everything. Do you have any questions? Please like us. Please join us. Please share our video, and your name will go in tonight for a gift card, to win a gift card. And we really want to thank everybody for joining us tonight, and we really appreciate your being with us. And we will see you next month, the second Monday of August, whatever that is. Whatever that is. So until then, have a great July was what I was going to say. A great rest of your July, and we hope to see you really soon because we have other things happening in July that I can't tell you about, but you'll find out soon enough. There's another surprise by the end of the month.
Somebody was asking if you'll have an online rug class.
We probably will have an online rug class. We will probably do that online for people because I think there's a lot of people who are asking for that.
Sounds like it.
Yeah. So we will do it online as well. So please sign up for that. And we'll get an online thing going for that. So thank you. If you need anything, you know where to find me. I'm here most of the time. Until then, have a great night and a great rest of your July. Thank you so much. Say bye, girls.
Bye.